My wife wants to say hello.
Hello.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still up. I haven't been up this late in a while. My wife
Never.
said something to me that struck a chord with me,
Did I?
and I wanted to express this really quickly. Apparently, I found my comb. She said she saw a quote on Instagram where somebody he said they measure success by jumping off a
Jumping off a
cliff
cliff and
and build the airplane on the way down. Now, when she said that, I immediately thought of myself because I came 2,200 miles across the country for a maybe. I was homeless in 2008 and my father died and I had a brain tumor. And they told me that I had X amount of time to live. I was depressed and addicted to shit. And it was a scary time. But you know what I did? I jumped off a cliff and I built an airplane on the way down. And that's not the best way to go, but it works for me. And for every success story you hear, there are 200, no, one in every 100 people. Let's say that. One in every 100 people can successfully jump off a cliff and build an airplane on the way down. Here's the problem people are jumping off cliffs and expecting somebody to hand them an airplane. And when they don't, they get mad at you for hitting the ground. That's nobody's fault but yours. I am, for better or worse, for good or bad, I am my own man. I say this often, it's my fucking mantra. It's one of the, if I were to get an expression tattooed on me, this is in like my top three things that I would get. In my own way, on my own terms, in my own time. I've always marched to the beat of a different drummer. I've always been a square peg in a round hole, and I do things my way. Succeed or fail, it will be on my merits and my merits alone. Not because my grandmother was from Mississippi and her mother was a slave. It had nothing to do with me. I don't deserve reparations. My reparations come from me getting out there and doing what I have to do. My wife, we were talking about this, and I swear I don't want to make this a long thing. My wife is taking online courses to become a doctor from the privacy of her own home. That's not oppressed. Nobody's holding us back. The problem is people want to go from 0 to 100 real quick, and you can't. You got to slowly work your way up. Now, if I had it to do all over again, I probably would have started on my airplane before I dived off the side. But you can't blame people who had an airplane built for them or hustled to get the airplane so they didn't have to dive off the side and wait. The struggle is real. The struggle is absolutely real. And a lot of people jump off the side of that cliff and can't build the airplane on the way down. But you can't wait for somebody to hand it to you. You can't wait for somebody to say, well, the white boy next to me has an airplane. So what? So what? You can't, you know what? And I hate to do it, and then I'm done. There's an example in the Bible. I can't tell you the name of the story or what book it's in. A guy hires a group of people and he says, I'm going to pay you this amount of money for, I don't remember how much time, but for the sake of my argument, for a week's work. And they go, okay. And at the end of this week, I'm going to give you this amount of money. Well, like on the sixth day, he hired somebody else and said, okay, I'm going to pay you this amount of money. And the people who had worked for the 6 days prior were like, why is he getting paid what we're getting paid when he's only been here for a day? The moral of the story is stay in your lane. Mind your business. You have no idea why that man is getting paid more than you are. If you want the better paying job, go get a degree. Go do something better. Better yourself instead of expecting somebody to hand you something. And this ain't a slight on white people. This ain't a slight on black people. This has nothing to do with race. This is lazy. You can't expect anybody to hand you anything. And you can't keep comparing yourself to the next man because even a bird who compares himself to a turtle will fuck up. Oh, I can't hide in my shell the way the turtle do. So what? You're a bird. Do you? Stop worrying about what everybody else do. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Keep up with you. Do you? Like, my apartment is small. It's certainly not worth $900 a month. It's not. But win, lose, or draw, good or bad, this is mine. I have done this. I have carved out this little niche in the world for me and my family. I have never once felt oppressed. And I grew up in the 70s. Okay? I didn't want to make this a long thing. I've already done my video for the day. But my wife and I are talking about this. This struck a chord with me. I wanted to come and share it with you guys. Never compare yourself to the next man. You not him. If I compared myself to Asia, I would suck in the kitchen. You know, if that's the comparison, Asia can't do what I do no more than I can do what she do. But I'm not here to be them. I'm here to be me. So if there's anybody within the sound of my voice, whether you watch this the day before or 10 years from now, you struggle under this, if you only remember one thing from coming to my channel, remember this. Do you. You the only you out there, and you the best one at it. Do that.